Greetings, this is Frina Rionentra, and I welcome you to my recap of the 18th episode of Critical Role's 4th campaign, or as literally as I start talking, I get the... Fine, Hang on, let's try this. Please work. Keep working. Or as I like to call it, Tales of the Renewed Wind episode. This episode's official name is Vindicta and Vale. Well, I call it, I call it Tales of the Renewed Wind, episode 18. Revelations of the Ritual. We're here. I would like to first make an apology for why this is a week late. This was going to be made this weekend, but I even starting maybe a little bit on the Thursday when this episode originally aired, and throughout the weekend, I was dealing with a bug that came with a sore throat. I didn't want to do extended talking, and quite frankly, the medicine put me in not a very good mental state for making video. And as for the making of this video, some facts you should know, and you probably are aware of some previous videos. I do not own, nor am I associated with Critical Role, its YouTube or Twitch channels, or any other online presence it or its parent company, Deacon Surgery, might have. I am just a fan sharing with fellow fans, and one thing I was sharing in this video will be clips of the actual episode. These were made with fair use in mind, especially fair use considering that at this point, their actual YouTube release has been, full public release has been out for a day. After that, it was other things, either dealing with side effects and then there was just other obligations. It's really weird. Now I do. And also, as I was saying, the videos will be some moments of import, especially things like magical dialogue, such as a message thing, and as well as another spell which I will get to. But the main focus will be, as always, comedic moments which are hard to translate third person, second-handed, I should say. Out of the way, we go right into the episode with the only player of the table being Sam, indicating a Wickander scene. He's currently looking for a store in the town. They're currently, by the way, at the Traveler's Perch, which I think is I think this is technically the I'm not sure if it's the town or if or was just a tavern, because we saw because they were still there when we had in the last soldiers table doing with Tierney and Cadigan. But he's looking for the town for a store, but instead comes upon a Condescent Creed shrine. Keep in mind that he was only recently his family was still a pretty big believer, even though he found out a lot of it is just made up. He's confirmed to be made up. And even did not so first time ever he can remember since he himself introduced it. He has not celebrated Candle Feast. Putting up his his hood in the sides, he goes to talk to Lux and claiming to be Nick. Well, I suppose he's intentionally playing someone who's not yet good at in the deceptive arts. So, and he explains how he had missed Candle Feast for the first time, and this is the first Candle Feast he's missed. As he talks to this apparently new Lux, they actually is invited into the shrine. It is very small, like 8 seats. I mean, not like eight like pews per side and stuff. No pews. Like 4 seats on one side, 4 seats on the other. This is like very small. And he goes and gives Wick some leftover candles to light. And he asks about and he asks and due to some in the previous conversation mentions of family, the Lux does ask what his family is like. He does say that his family is religious stuff, though still implying a falling out. I feel like he's just he's taking this up, just get things off his chest. He talks about it, but then they kind of decides conveys and asks. Conveys what kind of starts to convey his discovery and asks them to skip to one of the traditions of Candle Feast, the naming of shadows. I'm guessing it's something like naming your faults or something like that. One second, die. I thought I was looking a little dim. I don't know, given how we're talking, given the current talk. Anyway, Nick asks, what if you found out someone close to you was wrong, but if the only way to make things right is to deliver punishment? Well, that's very cool.
Is it alright to do bad things for good reasons?
The real question asked.
No. But it is not alright to do bad things for good reasons. But if the reasons that you are doing it is because the action will be good, then is it truly a bad action? To be honest, sir, I'm a very new Lux, and I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I'm overloading you with stuff.
Well, Have you come then to confess, or have you come then to seek guidance? Because they are not one and the same.
I suppose I've come to confess. I have turned my back on my family. I have done bad things in the name of good. I have hurt people. And I fear I will continue to, out of necessity. But mostly I feel I've lied a great deal to a great many people.
I just would say maybe not considered, but no, he's talking about his life before when he was still with his family,
including to my faith.
Yeah.
Well, you're telling the truth now, Nick.
Deluxe starts trying to inspire Nick by talking about his own struggles with his family, like, who are not faithful, they are not followers of the light. It left a rift. He hasn't actually spoken to them in some time.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Your cough, is that an affliction that a healer could help with, possibly?
No, I had the bellows fever a while ago. But the light made me whole, and I trained to become a Lux.
Can I just... Do I know, what I'm seeing here? Have I seen this condition before, or have I...
Give me medicine, if that makes the most sense for you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm terrible at it, but sure. That's a 7.
You don't know why his breath is not misting. If you wanted to try another...
Son of a... Okay, let's see. Is here? He tried to remember what Bell's fever is. Like what the sickness actually does.
Essentially, as you're reaching out to try to abjure dangerous spirits with a protection spell,
yes,
you can see some glyphs maybe.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me Arcana with advantage.
Also a 7. And Arcana 13.
13. As you go to cast that spell and look at him, you see something gleams behind the altar set on a small side table. And you see that there is a scroll there that as you cast Protection from Good and Evil, it seems to react to that spell ever so briefly. Though on a 13, you can't tell exactly why.
Oh, jeez. I'd like to know what that is.
You look at it and you recognize what it is.
Oh.
These are the holy orders of the young Lux.
Oh.
These are those papers ordaining him as a cleric of the Candescent Creed.
And the glyph that they sort of shined with or whatever, that was...
It reacted to your spell in some strange way, though at 13 you're not sure why. Deluxe looks at you. Thank you, Nick. I wish you well in your travels. I should return to my work.
Yes. Yes, you were sweeping outside, right?
I was.
Let me walk you out.
And he steps out of the chapel.
As I walk him out, I will cast Mage Hand and try to grab the orders.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 17 plus stuff.
The orders go in your hand. Wick, you celebrated Candle Feast by lying about who you are and stealing a priest's holy orders. And we'll continue this story on another episode of Critical Role.
I'm a bad person!
Hello and welcome to the Critical Role Announcement Playhouse. You do it again. Before we jump into Araman tonight, we have some quick announcements to get through, beginning with our sponsor of the evening, World of Warcraft. Sam, why are you in a hockey uniform?
Because that's what America wants right now. Super hot, sexy hockey players like me, eh? And so I'm using that unquenchable craving to get attention to the sponsor.
Okay.
When I'm not on the ice with the boys taking slap shots and facing off, Adventure calls me home with World of Warcraft Midnight, a new game that transports you to the legendary kingdom of Quel'Thalas. But I don't know if I should play alone.
Oh, wow.
Are you scared to score, little man?
Not scared. Excited. Midnight is full of new features, characters, and settings. Complete redesigns to iconic zones, legendary locations being shown for the first time. The return of fan-favorite characters, it's almost too much to handle.
You will handle it. Because I will be behind you, poke-checking and crashing the net while the ice melts around us.
What is happening right now?
My sentiments exactly.
Ignore the referee. Follow your heart.
Oh, set it up! This is recording? And what the? Wait a second, where's my... Well, I just remember, I previously remembered I had something to show you, like, to give your opinion on. It's a dice tower I got all back for my birthday. I was going to, apparently I can't. I'm already 19 minutes in, and my webcam apparently never turned on. So yeah, I was like, what? I could have sworn I couldn't. What the hell? All right, I'm just gonna go back to where I was.
Play alone.
Oh, good grief. Oh no.
Midnight is full of new features, characters, and settings.
Well,
Complete redesigns to iconic zones, legendary locations.
at least you can see what's on my screen.
Time. The return of fan-favorite characters. It's almost too much to handle.
So I guess I don't need to be in this dress up right now.
Because I will be behind you, poke-checking and crashing the net while the ice melts around us.
What is happening right now?
Ignore the referee. Follow your heart. Skate your dreams.
I'm not a referee.
The game also introduces player housing where you can design and decorate a cozy corner of Azeroth to call your own, a place where you and I could be together.
Now that is what I call the power play.
Okay. I think we get it. But please continue.
Will you face Azeroth's darkest hour, rally together and defend your home in World of Warcraft Midnight?
Fuck yeah. The darker the night, the brighter the light of the heroes who stand against it. Midnight is available now at worldofwarcraft.com.
Matt, hat trick to you.
Wow.
I don't know what we're doing.
Keep going. I'm not going to
I
stop
think
you.
we're pawing each other.
It's fucking.
This is what hockey is. This is what hockey is now.
Hey, Allison, you want to mention something?
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I just got distracted. Coming next week on March 10th, The Legend of Vox Machina, The Whitestone Chronicles Volume 2. Cassandra is the second volume in a series of prequel novels, prequel graphic novels, excuse me.
Everybody's
There's art.
Very
To The Legend of Vox Machina, and reveals how Cassandra DeRollo survived her time with the Briarwoods.
That sounds brutal. Anyway, I can't believe my webcam didn't turn on. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go.
Why? A little girl.
What the?
Sarkis, the pet of your cousin Tertia.
Your family's so bad.
Why? A little girl can't have a giant scorpion as a pet?
Well, if I could have a giant scorpion, I would have had one by this point.
Pretty cool. Fair.
And the skeletal remains animated around you, defending Tanasar.
I know when I do this type of things, I'm even a little ahead of one of the times, and they're already laughing. I would like to remind you, I'm usually watching these live when I take down notes. So when I realize it's something funny, I have to guesstimate, guesstimate the actual start time.
Still stood.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Maybe imagine what the response to that letter was.
Run it. I got 7 others.
Fuck it, we do it live.
I believe you also found a question about the Halavars having some innate resistance to the procedure. You discovered the terms osment and chalcidian. You also discovered in that missive about the orchard, we can't chance the sea door closing. There's a reference to, I should just reread these texts in full. A new source of Chalcedon has revealed itself, but we need to move quickly. The cloak is moving faster than anticipated. If the obelisk holds fast in Tanasar, does the sacrifice itself need to happen in Tanasar? The risks may be necessary. We cannot long keep our forces hidden outside the orchard, and we can't chance the sea door closing. We also found notes about Tertia being a similar failed experiment, that her own connection, what was said is, I believe that her own innate connection to the tenebral reaches may have thwarted the grafting of the calcidial prosthesis. I shall miss her dearly.
Scorpion.
And the forces outside of the orchard.
Yes.
Yeah,
Long
it's fine.
hidden.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not spiraling.
Additionally, we ended our last session with
Speak was dead. And they continue asking this and have we proceed to the asking of the question with guidance from Taisha, and who can see this conversation as it happens, which is happened. This conversation between the fallen Pascal Velmonte, who she met on a previous trip there, in this conversation with Valus. I will be going. I originally had this because, as I said, like magic communications such as this are usually what I like to put in clips, like as for important information. And there was a lot of load up. I will be reading it off because I thought, as I recall, it's like 5 questions max or something like that. Yeah, I even make sure I had the video up here, like Speak with Dead, third level one action to cast, range of 10 feet, require all 3 semantics. It's, of course, necromancy. It has a duration of 10 minutes. A long thing. Mm-hmm. And there's no safe stuff and normally it is burning incense, but because this is a property of the stone, they forgo that. You grant the semblance of life to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer questions you pose. The corpse must have a mouth, and the spell fails if the creature was undead when it died. Alright, the spell also fails if the corpse was the target of a spell. Fails if it was fails it was the target of this spell. Speak with Ed. Within the past 10 days. Until the spells, you may ask the corpse up to. There is 5 questions. The corpse knows what it knew in life, including the language it knew. Answers are unusually brief, encrypted, or repetitive. And the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are antagonistic toward it, or it recognizes you as an enemy. This spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse cannot learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has been happening since it died, and can't speculate about future events. They threw that out the window. Well, I didn't think it until later, but because I didn't look it up there, but I didn't know it was actually kin on dead, and this guy I think was one of the undead risen. So it could be that I can't tell. If this is just Brendan being nice or deciding to do his own thing, like something more thematic as he's wont to do, or if this is actually because he's through the stone. But he certainly asked more. I think they certainly asked more 5 questions, and the answers were more than brief, or definitely longer than brief. It was like full lengthy conversations. So which is why I did not. So why I end up giving up on having the entire thing in one clip, because otherwise I'd be risking having my second half-hour-long clip. I've done that once before during the meteor swarm during the fall of the other one, the one that landed in Isocross. Why am I having such a... But no, anyway, I will be reading off what they learned from the actual wiki. And then I'll play a clip and just for the parts where there actually is some laughter. But I was like thrown through a loop when I realized how long it was getting in this thing. Speak to them, okay, touches up and tells them the... And he answers the question, he asked them if they were able to get the box that Theozy requested, which they said they did not reach them in time. He was already aware in life that Theozy was sentenced to death. Pascod tells them Theozy was looking for a celestial object, some of which Pascod believed to not exist. Celestial object, I should say. And some of which Pascod, he said he didn't believe but existed. He revealed he's part of a group called the Drowned Men, who... hang on. I'll just say what notes I started taking once I realized it was okay. I'm just gonna go through quickly what my own notes say real quick. Pascal reveals he saw the head ranger fled into the wilderness. Allegor and his friends actually fled deeper into the temple. So they did escape the initial fight. He said that his group, the Brown Men, are probably destroyed this time. He says, he's Valence wonder as concerns like maybe try and use the spells ceremony or atonement on him to ease himself. They talk about a script within his corpse, like a magical rune and stuff. There. He said it was placed there when he died the first time, a drowning. I think his entire order drowned themselves and stuff. I'm getting very much like Game of Thrones Iron Islands vibes. but less piratey. Not somewhat less piratey. They found a way to gain magic while trying to get rid of their souls. I'm not sure why. Okay, I think that's where we reached the discussion. Now on to back to the wiki. They moved. Okay, back to them. He's talking about where he left out in the wiki. He said he was part of a group, the drowned men, who moved the column with great difficulty through Vinatus because the Draconis were searching for it. A day after he gave it to Taisha, the druid Mara the Wing arrived and explained that a plan had gone horribly wrong. Mara had the ability to travel back and forth from the underworld. Well, where souls usually went to, in the past, went to go to before they went to the afterlife. But, after the Shapers' War, after the Shapers were destroyed, the access to those afterlives ended, so it's now become overpopulated. And the plan involved venturing there from the Takona's homelands. However, when she tried, she was somehow prevented from doing so. The way is shut, apparently. Therefore, it needed to reach Damakia immediately. She told the drowned man that it was critically important to destroy the obelisk in Tanasar. But when they were almost there, they were arrested by Alagar Fang and the Barrow Guard. Pascar told them about the danger and necessary to destroy them, and thought he had taken. Let's take seriously. But when the two groups arrived, they were met by the Takona's forces and mostly slain. The remnants of the fights we've seen so far. Pascar, however, saw slip Steven's right, as I told you. He's on knock. He's on. So as far as you know, he's still free, but on the run. And apparently, I don't remember them saying this, but having an air of having succeeded doing something within the holy site. Pascar knows he. Oh, this is why we also find out more about the lack of soul and stuff. Pascar says he knows he will not be able to walk the path because of what his because of what he did. Being a drowned man who with what they did is. Apparently he sold his soul to the Dakonas and was. I think that. Sorry, as I said, it's now been a week since this originally, almost it's just short a few hours to a week since I first watched this. But the drowned men apparently have a way to escape the contract. Basically, wait. I guess I missed something. Apparently, they're killing themselves originally. That was a way of finding a way to void their contracts. I did not catch that before. When the This is when the spell ends with a final scene, which I do know I have that on clip. Like I said, I'll just try to find the comedy things now. Wait, why am I back up? I just found
box. Prophet 1. Why have you come to this?
Yeah,
Do not know the name. We did things or
Fair.
but it had taken much of our effort to
hang on. Let me see here.
the coffin
Yeah, one second.
through I thought Horton one night. You've heard the
You could, as you can see, how long I was going through. This was originally supposed to be one clip. Every time I fast forward, it's like 10 seconds.
Natural.
Okay, that's last.
you see an ostrich walks in. Wings.
We're playing early.
Here we go.
Wing reverence. In the place of wings.
So many wings. So many wings.
Coming together.
Make her some bird.
Oh god, she's all birds, isn't she?
You guys see an ostrich walks in. We have no time. We must move at once if we are to
I could
save
definitely
Araman.
see Brendan doing so.
Druids are silly.
Head right into the sand.
I'm gonna be an elf now.
Basilisk! Don't look into its eyes!
No, they really are the natural predators of basilisks.
Yeah.
You'll never turn me to stone.
Stick in the sand, stomp it to death.
You see, he looks and says,
Okay.
Jin check. I'll go for it. I love it.
Perfect. No, you're perfect.
The most important part of D&D is the list.
Disagree.
I'd actually I'd like a religion check and separately like an insight check from you.
A religion and an insight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, guidance.
And guidance. Okay, great. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so let me do D4. Okay, I'm gonna do this insight check first. Okay. 13 for insight.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll this one.
Okay, nope, still on the clip.
Oh, natural 19.
Let's go.
So,
Oh.
plus 3.
The nun's good at religion.
What?
Water is what?
Creek.
Where's religion? It's alphabetized.
Yeah, that.
26.
Wow.
Let's go!
Yeah.
You look at him, and realize, I think on that religion check, you peer through his translucency, and what was gone from his body, you actually see, I don't think do you speak Sylvan or no? I don't think you do. Do you speak Celestial?
No.
You see,
I'm looking at my choices and I'm like, why did I do that?
you see writing. Looking through him, you see mirrored writing, which you realize you're seeing because it was written on his back. So, looking through him, there are glowing, translucent runes through his sort of translucent body, written in Sylvan, the language of fairy. And I think you know that some of your allies here speak Sylvan. If you wanted to extend a little bit of the Stone of Night Song's sight.
Yes.
I think maybe it came out before in the campaign that Julian speaks Sylvan.
Yeah. Julian.
What?
It's Megan. Yeah. Can you come here just a moment?
What do you need?
Can you read Sylvan, right?
I can.
Can you take my hand?
Looks like a corpse.
Oops. Sorry about that. They asked him. This is where they're talking to the script, and he asked them to translate. So.
Pushing down to water. You can see in sort of Sylvan, it repeats over and over again, rushing down, rushing down, rushing down to water's edge. Sweet the vine and sweet the fruit, deeper still pursue the root. Depths of darkness, crashing waves, a life to end, a world to save. And you see that his name is signed at the bottom, Pescard Belmonte, and there are fey runes clutching, binding, owning that name. And you believe that Pescard is a warlock, that he has effectively sold his soul.
Oh, so he's... Wait, so that means he's a warlock? Does that mean he's a warlock with, they said he mentioned to the Conus, does that mean he's their magical patron? They're his magical patron, I should... I suppose they could, because they're undying. Or I think that's even undying.
I understand. Thank you.
And I think you see in this space of death someone who sold their soul. How Valus would feel about someone who sold their soul, I do not know.
Oh, shoot.
You can go.
Arthur just leans.
It's just gonna harangue a dead man. Be like, what'd you do? Now, look.
Are we wasting more time?
No, we can go.
Arthur just leans out of the tent.
He looks at you and says, or I think he looks at you staring at his chest and says, "Can I help you, my lady? Gifted with the power to speak with the dead."
Yes, I'm very curious about the writing on your back.
It is,
upon card, Ali, I think this is the last one. Last clip before we head back to the regular,
That of what they were really trying to do,
no,
which was to get rid of their souls.
Ask him why. Why?
If you have no more questions for me, do you want to find out why?
Yes? Yes? Are we done? Do we feel done? Okay.
I don't have the time you need, but for talking to one dead man, there are other ones that might join him the more time.
Sure. Yeah, we'll let you go soon.
I hope that you find your son, but the last I saw him, he seemed to have matters well in hand.
I hope the path that you swim agrees with you.
He turns, steps onto the path, and as he begins walking, the last thing you guys see as your vision starts to fade back is from distant darkness, sigils written in celestial with the emblem of House Taconis snaking like worms through the sky begin to approach to seize this man. And you see that a scar on his shoulder begins to sort of grow in his translucent form. And as they arrive, you hear a spectral voice saying, "Your soul is..."
Oh, this. Oh. Yeah, when I said, like, we'll talk about what we're reading the wiki, like, this is why I did talk about my friend, because I want you to experience this.
He looks up and says, "Yours? It's not even mine." And a wave comes from behind you guys, crashes on him before those forms can get it, and sucks him out into a jet black sea, and he vanishes before the tendrils can reach him, and you are back in Tanasar.
Okay, I was given a very hard time for not prescribing to the old path. Seems like there's a lot of ways to the fucking woods. You good? I think so. That was wild. I've never been able to do that before. That was the stone? It was the stone. I just felt compelled, and incredible. Yeah. Okay.
You ready to move?
Yeah, and I convey everything, especially at...
Yeah, conveying what they learned. Okay, which way did Alagar go? Or that is like that's like they got like, their main thing they're looking for here is Alagar. Like they want information there, but they're very insistent on finding him. Of course, Taisha is. Octus then pass out the anti-petrifying potions. Octus starts to speculate that the calcium that they are speaking of is celestial bone. aka, and that the person may have been the stone itself.
Heart was torn open is equivalent to the scar that Pescard got that compelled him into Tacona service after his death.
No roll needed. You've made the connection.
Cool. Explain. But screaming. I need you to not die again.
From what they've learned, and from the notes and stuff, that his death was supposed to create a celestial.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Wasn't my choice the first time.
It's usually not anyone's choice.
Look, there wasn't... It was always going to be that there was more to this than just they decided they didn't like me anymore.
Sure.
So it doesn't surprise me that much that in doing what they did bound me to a use after they killed me, and it seems that I'm, with your help, might have stalled that a little bit.
Okay.
So, at least for the time being. But your son...
Julian starts looking for distinguishable tracks, like leading, like one's not clearly made by, like shambling on dead or like something like that. Leaving the chamber. Octus does warn them about that the map does pick a place that is said to be guarded by demons. Probably the Tyravia, or I don't know how you pronounce anything. If they could, that's where they presume Algar is. Like, if they went anywhere else, it would explode outside with all the shifting sands and stuff. Yeah, like a check with that would be like, it is very theoretically possible if you succeed in a DC 30, the highest you could set check out. And it be made at automatic disadvantage. And so basically, it's virtually untrackable anywhere else.
I'm just gonna subtly hit you with a message right after the sort of loud revelation about the scar. You may have had a point. We're gonna have to watch him.
Welcome to my side of the team.
And there's a little glance over, but other than that, continue moving.
And he's muttering, I do need ingredients to do the spell. It's part of the whole deal.
Does Valeth keep any of the things that she learned from the Tense secret? Does she, I just want to know what she shares, if anything.
Oh, everything.
I think, are we taking a moment to... Are we going forward? Are we taking a little moment to rest? We're not. We're moving forward.
Guys, take a break.
Did that, what we were doing in that area, qualify as
Yeah, no, it's
Right, then we're not.
Yeah.
If you want to take a short rest, you're going to have to convince Julian. He's on his way.
I believe that I definitely would have shared that information to everybody.
Okay. I'll say, actually, because we haven't got a chance to share it yet, as Julian is walking off, do you guys pursue Julian, or do you stop to share this additional information? I think it's either, because Julian's leaving.
Yeah.
So I think that it's like, you got to make a choice here.
Wait.
Julian takes a moment and turns and says, someone needs to scout ahead.
I realize this, but do you want some information before you scout ahead?
Do you think it's helpful pertaining to our survival, or is it just more of these floating
It'd be
mysteries?
helpful for you to know if you're walking down a hall of demons. He does have a map.
What do you know about demons?
He does have a map.
I have a map.
Not a whole lot.
Then this isn't helpful for me.
There is a chamber up ahead that is supposedly guarded by demons.
Do you think those demons are like the ones we fought
So,
before? They were kind of silly.
What, you mean like the Three Stooges sisters?
Yeah.
No. I would go out on a limb to say if this is a place that is left over from when this place used to be, these demons are going to be worse. But who knows? They could be...
Just hoping
maybe
for a lucky break.
It's also possible that a regular guy saw 3 imps and went, demons! So, I don't know.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, let's bank on that.
Perfect. So, demons. Special place to strike them, to take them down. They weak at the base of the skull. What do you know about
I want to check for any possible knowledge I have of what is a demon is weak to.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Roll for stroke.
17.
17. You remember that one of the scrolls given to Taisha by Amida is actually a scroll of protection against demons.
Oh, I think one of the scrolls I gave you from your friend says something. Just I don't know exactly. I don't speak Druidic, but it.
Don't you? I thought you were reading
I
the book.
can do it if I have 10 minutes to sit.
Don't yell at me.
Why is that? I didn't do anything. It says, I think I caught a word I recognize about demons.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the scroll of protection.
now, where do they go? Can they follow? I assume they haven't found any tracks yet. So, I don't recall them actually doing.
About the barracks. Do you
They
think?
might have left something there saying where he went.
Fine.
If you're looking for information, which is what we need,
I'm not looking for information. I'm looking for him.
How big are the barracks? We do like a quick.
The map you see is that these are a number of basically these chambers were designed as ritual preparatory areas. It looks like you can see, sort of like looking at them, House Taconis of old did a lot of embalming and a lot of preparation for funeral rites. It looks like these barracks were in a set of chambers that you've seen this layout very similarly in other holy sites throughout the old Oberdemian Empire, and look and realize these are body preparation chambers for the type of for whatever would have needed to happen for what Tansul intended for this to look like. However, the barracks is a number of smaller chambers. The Barrow Guard were sleeping in bedrolls out in that chamber you fought in. This would have been where Taconis and their people were dwelling, away from the rabble of commoners.
To the left leads to the obelisk.
Let's do that, unless you think we should stop at the barracks.
Nope, please.
Thank you.
I think at this juncture, as they're making this point, Julian kind of nods, still looking ahead, kind of takes his blade out quietly, takes a breath, and is going to use his second wind. However, since he's bloodied, instead of healing, it gives him temporary hit points.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
I'm not sure if I would like to use his Daredevil subclass. Second one for temporary hit points. Taisha cast Pass Without Trace.
God. Oh, that's right.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Entering
into this next space, Dame Gaia takes a position in front of you, Octus.
Oh my God.
And,
That's right.
I forgot about it.
Yeah. And Dr.
One person who's on my side.
Yeah, Dr. Talter sort of walks along going, does Pin Eat or no?
No.
Got it.
Look, I'm gonna come around. You've probably been confused up to this point. Both Pin and I are dead. It's gonna be easier if I just get it out of the way.
Do not scream. You're doing so good.
I heard my voice. I screamed too loud in the fight.
Yeah.
I don't think I can scream again.
Sounds like me during this weekend.
Pin, look, Pin has buttons for eyes. Come on.
She nods and goes, yeah, that makes sense. That did strike me. You guys
Pin's just like wagging their tail, looking at
You guys arrive at a long stone corridor that you realize is headed far enough out that you recognize it's getting towards where the land above it, as you are now subterranean, like slopes down. And you walk into this space where you see a massive chamber
with also massive obelisk in it. From what they can get, this is a room. This and a familiar room to two members of this group. Octus and Amory. This is the room from the vision, both of theirs, where they saw Algar fighting against undead. They can see a golden there's a golden brazier in front of the obelisk. But the gold seems to be eroded somehow. All around, they can see different room. They can see crystal structure, or at least what used to be crystal structures, as they are damaged by weaponry. And considering that the opposing force was Dakota's heavily spellcaster, we can assume this was a barrel guard at work. You observe it with this being a closed off chamber, away from the external elements. Julian could clearly see like the footwork and maybe around the room and stuff, and can recreate the scene. 8 barrel guard facing down a horde of dead, but no apparent Draconis. There's no spellwork and stuff. Not sure you would actually see their footwork, because considering that I think a lot of them would probably like to levitate. But it's while examining it is a question comes to Octus' mind: why Algar? He knows his mother quite well. He does not know Taisha. He knows her well. He knows Taisha well. I don't think he's ever met Algar. And he becomes aware of the 8 crystals have a hum to them as he approaches. Is it the fact that he's getting home and can hear the hum, or is it that they hum out, but they get louder upon his approach?
Approach, and they're humming in a way that you recognize. They're buzzing like the vibrations of a glass knife in Bolaire's hand. They're buzzing like gem teeth in the back of your university's bursar's mouth. They are connected to something here. You sense powerful divination magic. Communication, specifically. And I think you look and see that there are several small altars that look like they just got backhand scattered by some of the barrow guard in here. And there are a number of small gemstones that were clearly concealed in glass. The glass would have been formed into almost like hourglasses or closed glass instruments that would have been able to levitate these humming small gemstones. The largest of these gemstones is like the size of a thumbnail, right? They're scattered on the ground. On that 27 Arcana as well, you see the brazier that has been corroded by magic, warped and destroyed, was done so with Taconis magic. This place was defaced by the Taconis way before the Barrow Guard got here. All of this gem stuff around it is added on. What this was supposed to be was a gold runed obelisk praising Tonsil and mourning his death, with a brazier that you see the rune in it that you recognize is a rune meaning heart. And you believe that this brazier is for burning a human heart in offering to Tonsul. On that 27 Arcana, the last piece of information I'll give you is this. The name of the god of humankind, and the name of the god of the sun, and the shaper of humankind, has been erased violently from the base of the obelisk and replaced with the emblem for House Taconis.
Oh.
This is the...
Tell Sasha that this is the room where the vision happened. The vision, and he comes to realize something. He tells him how he realizes that the vision was never depicted in Algar, but was never about him. The reason why he did go is not because to show him Algar, is to show what was happening in the room. This is it also explains this is where it performed. This is where they perform ritual while using this to transmit and communicate, so that they can perform at this while others finish the last component there, which elsewhere, aka killing Octus and. The question is, did they succeed? Did they make a celestial? And what Taisha wants to know is, for her sake, but more Algar's sake, what would this new celestial have in its mind? Because the original purpose, as set for by Tonsul, is to hunt down, to go take vengeance upon another shaper who he thought might be responsible for his death, and whether or not it might go after the people of the said deity, the orcs. Probably not. The Konas are coming to know that if they retained any sense of its original purpose, it would become useless to them, unable to be controlled.
Look, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to figure this out. You can stop attacking every hypothesis I come up with. It's not meant to be against you. I'm not trying to do anything against you. I'm trying to figure this out and to help.
Okay.
I'm looking at the actual evidence that exists, not a feeling.
Okay. Have you considered maybe that your innate defensiveness is because you hold a fealty to your family despite what they've done to you?
I feel like my innate defense...
I think it's not defensive, it's just like I think, she's clearly been acting out more.
This in this situation...
Well, we can't say more.
...is because you all keep looking at me like I might be in on it. And I'm trying to tell you that I'm not. Okay. I don't know what they did. I don't know what the ritual, if it was successfully completed. I do not know what they created, what they did. I just think, based on the evidence I'm looking at and the remnants left here, I think it's safer to to assume they completed what they were trying to do.
Okay.
Instead of assuming they failed.
Okay. Something terrible may have been brought into the world. Do you think maybe you're not the only person that deserves to have a fucking panicked response?
I understand that.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Because if you need me to be a calm, motherly figure and not jump on your ass about this, I'm happy to do that. But I am worried. I am worried about my family. I am worried about my world. So I'm sorry if I'm not interacting with you with perfect fucking grace. Okay?
That's not what I'm asking for. I'm not asking you to do anything different. I'm just letting you know that not every idea I come up with means that you have to make it my fault.
I don't think any of this is your fault.
That's not how you're acting. You're equating me with my family constantly every time something new, some new piece of terrible information comes up.
We're trying to find the connection. Oh, this.
I understand. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let's continue.
Julian has been looking over the chamber, kind of away, just hearing this in the background. It's gonna say out loud. I hate to admit, but he has a point.
Something terrible did happen here. I don't know if it was successful. Let's assume it was. This room was...
Amory, who's also well learned and looks around, starts to come to a different conclusion with this. She doesn't think this is where the chamber where the actual celestial is made. She thinks this was the reason why they called it so is because this is specifically the room for assigning ownership, command over it once it's made, during the for when it is made, whether that's or it's made, or happened or not. Tanzul's plan relied on loyalty, which a lot of his followers, after all, did not show. Julian, who's looking around at the most of this the more recent destruction, included this happened days ago. He's seeing how Taisha, since they've already called Taisha about being a little more aggressive because, or his last hour, he has to get her in the a correct mindset, like say, because they may be too late. He starts trying to get her to prepare herself in case. But he also asks if do the Draconis take prisoners or only bodies? Like a way of getting see reality. For Arcus says, to the Draconis, there's no difference. They are the masters of necromancy, including speak with dead, and they're fit. Okay. And pride themselves in figuring out how to do things with the least amount of effort. Guy points out that with how much time they've spent since they left and stuff, and with the meaning of the drowned man stuff, it is possible at this point that Algar might have been told that the order sending the barrel guard a force out was false. I thought. Octus then suggests they check the hang on. Octus suggests they check where more open. The central chambers, where warriors might be able to do the most, damage. Block a control point. And they continue on and reach the Apophia Vindicta. They can see an image of this massive celestial on the wall, dark formed and stuff. Right. Why? This is where the celestial would have been made.
Where it would come here and prayers would be recited, and this is where a body would actually be prepared. On a 28, you look and see. You haven't been to the barracks yet, but you know that when the body lands here, there is a way to embalm someone in advance of their death. A way to prepare them to...
Yeah, that was a fucked up sentence.
Yes! What?
Are you guys psyched about the Seeker's Table? Is this the table you wanted to be at, where we find out all the nasty shit?
I want to unseek all of this knowledge.
Is that technically a BBL?
You see that there's a place, and you can see that the writing around this altar. EBL. There's a on the altar here. This is the instruction for a heart to be removed from a living body. The heart to be removed from a living body. You see the writing up on the wall, massive, that you guys can all hear. Talter just starts to say it, sort of like, just like eyes wide, reciting it. She looks out and says, "In its right hand shall it wield my scepter, and in its left will it hold aloft the sun. Crowned in glory, it shall be terror to God and mortal alike. And from the earth and heavens shall no foe be suffered to live or die without its terrible command. No passage given, nor to stay from passage suffered without the grim pronouncement of its edict. Woe to the foes of man in the age of the final angel."
Oh.
You see, looking.
Hey. Also, anytime I'll say this, anytime there some interesting thing like that, reading something and it's I'll probably do, especially since the wording is usually tricky, and considering that it's deep in Arcana, could also have multiple meanings. So that's another reason why I put a clip in. To look at more at the writings and explain how to make the celestial. It has to be using the body of a priest to be specific. And they read about the Chalcidium, which this thing indicates it's the term heart made celestial. And instead, they're wondering, they're not just using. They're starting to realize, Octus wasn't just supposed to be like use his heart to make the ritual stuff. No, they were going to use all of them, like burn his heart, while turn his body into the celestial. Oh, and they can see some shapes in this in a bit of a corner, which is a bit in darkness, but it seems to be deeper than it should, potentially magical. They also see somebody not in celestial through
I think we need to have a conversation.
On that Arcana, by the way, before you answer that, I just want to say the body would have been taken downstairs, and it is downstairs that the heart of light would have been inserted into the body. The becoming would have happened downstairs. But I think, Octus, in this moment, you are aware of that moment. Two things happen here as well, and this is the last thing I'll say about reading this before we move on, which is just
okay.
The final stanzas of the prayer offer that the soul of the mortal priest that would be assuming this transformation would have to walk to the gates of the golden sky, would have to walk past a certain point. And I think you realize this ritual was fully foiled. If this had been successful, here's the issue. If this worked, your body would not be yours anymore. Yeah. It would have been a physical transformation. And that physical transformation, looking at the celestial depicted in both in writing, but also fully depicted as an image of this vast angel of death on the wall of the temple here, holding a scepter of the sun.
There you go. Here's the biggest answer. Did they succeed?
And holding the sun in its left hand. You see, that's not you. This ritual did not occur. And it couldn't have occurred. The ritual was disrupted in the moment that Taisha told you to step off the path, because part of the ritual was for the soul to actually make it all the way across the veil. Yeah. And it was certainly fundamentally ended when you removed the Stone of Nightsong from your body.
You mean you want to talk about how they were turning me into this?
Yes, but I think, especially since I don't know that little bit that you just sort of sussed out, I'm worried we're walking you to the completion of this ritual right now.
No, we're not.
I feel the same thing.
Okay, looking at this, I'm understanding something. The ritual...
Okay, let's see, says it it failed. Because it's not like they're walking in and he'll suddenly change, because he need the stone. According to this, the stone needs to be in his body. Valus is currently carrying it, so he's the. But he's still walking up, and the stone is still near. So couldn't this be completed? But he says no, and it's maybe because of Taisha when she did her bit of heresy there. It needs for him to have walked the path.
Okay. I would heavily suggest, no matter
Stone away from you?
no matter how strong of a sense you get, don't put that back in my body.
Oh, trust me, I will not. Now, keep going. Can you hide it in somewhere other than your front pocket?
But that doesn't mean they
Put it
can't
in my
do
back
this.
pocket?
The important thing here is that they can do this to someone else.
Yes. That's why I was saying, should we destroy the obelisk so they can't do it again?
Okay, possibly.
Yeah.
But I'm not. The but is not a disagreement. The but is that's a lot of time. We don't have supplies to demolish a place.
Yeah. Hold on. I don't know what the book does. That's your weird book. I can help you translate. Do you think you can convince the obelisk to not
kill itself?
be itself?
The book is a book of names. The book allows me to know the history. It doesn't necessarily, as far as my general knowledge of what it does, as I've only had it for a couple of days, doesn't allow me to communicate with stone as much as it allows me to know what the stone has seen. I know the history of where it's been. It doesn't speak or communicate in a way that is like, hey, do you think you could fall apart for me? You know.
Fair. Do you think maybe there's something in the creation of it that might give us a clue to a speedier destruction of it?
Well, the stone was well, the problem is, even if they could find a way to word it so that they could actually get knowledge on that, they can't still use it yet. It has to recharge, which it has to do at dawn. Right now, they're in the end of the night. So even if I don't even think enough. They have if they, outside of the time they would have seen the dawn yet afterward. Like enough time has passed. But even if they did, then the end is light. It is magically impossible. It is impossible because of the scarring of it when Tunzel died. The sun cannot rise here. It cannot be recharged until they leave this night. Yeah. Yeah, they literally have to leave. They can't wait for the night leave. They have to leave it. That's a good way of saying it. Anyway, they wonder now, should they go to this part called the Vale? They kind of exit enter this area called, I don't think it's the Vale part, but like shared before, this ends up, there's, they see on the sides 3 statues, like human size, or roughly. So they notice that there are 4 bases. Only so the one is there should be a 4th missing. The first statue has 2 horns, but an angelic face, and a body that appears genderless. There's another which is satyr-like, more satyr-like, kind of grandfatherly. The third is bat-winged, with a broken halo. It has 4 eyes, like 2 in one place, plus additionals on each side. The 4th base is sound. I think they just know when they said guarded by demons. Julian says, like, with all the personnel, they should be on guard for Taconis, Watcher. Yes, I get. Fine, I'll do a temporary. They're for Taconis guards, and they could be near because they may not want to leave the thing totally unprotected. Considering they might want to try to figure out a way to accomplish the ritual. However, so they might be near. If so, do they find them first for interrogation? Not met. Brennan actually points out that this is not like the demonology, the cosmology and demonology is not like a Christian or Judeo-Christian and things like where these are demons imposed to the divine stuff. They may not be necessarily hostile to the gods. Could even be something more neutral in this case. Natasha then asks, while preparing to do some work with the chalet, if they should shatter the statues, saying how it is, which could be something. It may have been something the Barrel Guard have already tried because one is already destroyed. Octus advises against this because they don't know if Sharon will actually destroy the demon, break it into pieces, or if it's just a coating. In this case, if it might not be released.
If you want to destroy them, by all means.
Must have a strong sense of they're gonna wake up because we were in the room.
I have no idea. I don't get any.
I just don't want to fight that one. And I point at like multiple eyes and wings. I'm like, he seems like the worst.
Yes.
I gotta assume my son and his friends saw the other one that was also very bad, and they're like, I can take a baby with no nipples.
On a 14 insight, I think Julian, you're like thinking like the Taconis sent the Barrow Guard here.
August starts realizing something that has it should become more and more obvious with other things like all the changes, stuff, alterations, and stuff that they've seen, and stuff hidden in notes. His family, like his dad, his sisters, his dad's house, on this in this project of theirs have been cutting corners. They're doing things not quite as properly. They're improvising some stuff, but they're also trying to do things to what they perceive as risk to save time. Opposite side of the room, they see a currently open circular door, which leads to a stairs. Octus dismisses his dancing lights, which were still activating. And then they head down into a new chamber.
Proceeding down into the dark, you begin to see.
You haven't even gotten to.
Glowing crystal light. Ancient, beautiful temple structures. And you approach and see the altar where the body changes. The place where the Deva Vindicta is supposed to be born. Before it, a massive well filled with blood. And you hear the scream. I need you all to roll initiative. And that's where we go to break.
Hateful.
Okay. That's fine.
It's fine. We could have left. No.
You guys had a huge stack. You were on a hot streak. Let's keep rolling, baby. Let's keep rolling.
Okay. We're not even getting 10 minutes of these breaks anymore. Not sure if they're fluctuating time or.
Hello, and welcome to the sepulchral veil at the heart of Tannasa. It's fucked up out here, gang.
It's bad.
I'm going to need initiative from everybody.
I forgot. We all just screamed and did.
And you guys did not take a rest.
Nope.
Great.
Brennan! Just.
It was your choice to make the
I
rest.
don't like the way you asked perfectly cromulent question.
Okay. I really am going to once again give you guys the version of the speech that I gave at the soldiers' table, which is the world is set up to be the world, and the world is set up to be the world, and this was we really wanted to do a 100% completion run on the dungeon, and we are about to goddamn do it. So
We have to.
we have to. Matt, what do we get?
18.
18. Great. Taisha.
17.
17. Bayless.
13.
13. Octus.
20.
20.
Wait, can Dr. Talter give that +5 to Valus?
I don't think it works on initiative.
Shut up! You don't know? You don't know. She just quiet screams and goes, go faster.
Let's go faster.
Incredible. Must go faster. Must go faster.
How did Gaia do? She useful in a fight?
We're going down the stairs. Sorry, continue.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Jeff Goldblum. Done. I want to move past it.
Wait, I want to hear it again.
No. This isn't like when we were all doing Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. Okay, bees. Don't come near me or my bees.
It sounds like you said I'm bees.
Don't come near me, bees.
Jason Statham is made of bees.
I would watch that.
I would actually watch that.
I would watch that immediately.
I like Jason Statham.
Yeah.
He's consistent.
Yeah, he does the same thing every time.
Yeah. You always know what you're gonna get.
Reliable.
Yeah.
We love that in a man.
They see white feather behind them. They can see a creature with white feather rings, skeletal body, which flies out and grabs Gaia, takes her to a and flies her and puts its tail through her.
Okay.
From Gaia.
I have from the board.
You can put her prone in front
Consistent.
Octus. First of all, how much dark vision do you have?
How much what?
How much dark vision do you have?
None.
None. Great.
Yeah.
So, just all you hear is massive wings, a screech, and a gurgling shriek from Gaia.
So it is fully dark in here.
Fully dark. Other than the red glow that casts about 10 feet of dim light from every source of light.
Okay. Okay. I don't want that to be my second level spell slot. God damn. I don't want to cast Dark Vision on myself as my second level spell.
No.
Okay. Right. So I don't know what's happening. I cannot see the thing. I think what I'm going to do...
Taisha, who does have some points out the direction. So Octus can send out his dancing lights to give the humans himself and Julian sorry a target. Julian also helps by lighting a torch because they're no longer in danger of spirit and tossing it as far as he can across the room. Taisha starts their actual offensive by shooting a firebolt for 6 fire damage.
And sacred on a nat 20 nature check. This is filled with orcish blood. And what you see before you is it is filled with orcish blood because this is a stolen holy thing of Osgra's.
The orc shape.
So, in other words, this is it's a confusing thing because it's not. You would have one distinct way to feel if they had profaned something of the old path here. This is something that was sacred to Osgra, which means it started bad things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a two bad flavors that taste bad together, right?
Pigs in the chili pot.
What you sense from this is an assumption of Tanasar, right? That if he ever died, it would be at Oscar's hand.
Yeah.
So they brought this here.
It's basically the essentially you all agree. Bloodhound. Here is the scent for it. It was this, which means this has been here long before the Conan expeditions. There you go. Also around it, you can see a falcon feather. Which, with the high nature and stuff, they could tell it's not from a normal falcon, it's from a wild-shaped druid. And what they also can see near that is a kind of hard candy, one they know from being sold in Dalmakiar. And this is what's scattered around. They could deduce that someone who knew Taisha was here. Gaia tries to escape, fails, and tells, and he shouts for Octus to leave, and seal the chamber. Which, smart move. Like, make sure this thing can't escape. Vale starts to closing in on what they're identifying as a celestial now. Amory starts casting Bless.
Taisha, on Julian, and Octus with Bless.
Okay.
You see that she goes, we have found so much knowledge here. Let that knowledge spread, please. And boom, each of the three of you, you know what? She's very scared. Julian, I'm going to retract the bless. She throws that bless on herself. She's fucking scared. Taisha and Octus have been really nice to her, and Julian drew a sword on her. She's going, our bless is going straight to the dock.
I genuinely was surprised when you said my name.
Yeah, she's like, she doesn't know she's an NPC. She's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I'm the main character. That's what Taisha told me.
I feel like getting a bless revoked is like when you're about to sneeze, but then you lose it, and you're like,
what a terrible feeling.
That feels bad now.
Oh no, that's what made it bad?
Yep.
I feel like I took the wrong path.
You see this creature over Gaia. As she goes, run!
Is then that the creature, we'll tell you what, let's run. The creature, this planet celestial creature, does another thrust with its scorpion-like tail and hitting Gaia inside. And so, the lady Gaia, the lady Dame Gaia Samurai was lost. She was a great character. Creature then, having fished off, flies off and at Valus for a grapple, but which she is just resisted. Octus tries to cast fear to control it as a Taconis, because this creature was supposedly created to serve family.
Gaunt, the bone gets pressing out through
It
degraded necrotics.
It's not actually a skeleton. It still has the skin on. It's just so sunken in and reserved that it looks like a skeleton.
Your cousin Tersha looks right at you.
Damn, sorry.
I have to say this. It was when they said this, I was like, oh, should have figured that out from the skeleton tail, from the scorpion tail.
I got really excited.
Her eyes are partially sort of, they have like withered and shriveled, but are still twitching these sort of half-empty sacks of fluid.
Tersha, listen to me. Stand down, we are not your enemy.
Uh-oh.
I have a very important question. Who has
This, I forgot about
the
this.
harvested scorpion tail from up above?
Would be you.
I do. I have it.
I am going to, as she sees that scorpion tail on your person,
Oh no!
I'm going to cancel out. I'm going to give her advantage on this roll, and we are going to roll straight in front of the board.
Shit, that's a dumb idea.
She needs a
It was her baby.
14.
She needs, so for her, she is going to need an 11 or higher on the die. It is a true coin flip over what happens now. It is a 5.
Oh, yes!
She has the charm condition, which means that she cannot harm you, the charmer, and you have advantage on any like deception or persuasion roll. But essentially, here in this moment, you see that whatever was supposed to happen in this ritual, your family has played so far fucking fast and loose. Yeah. This is supposed to work perfectly after Tonsul gets killed by Osgra for his loyal priest to make a soldier to enact his vengeance. And they haven't used whatever this is. They fucked with the obelisk to make it obey them. And so this thing where they said, you realize they said Tersha, that letter said Tersha, her innate connection to the tenebral reaches spoiled the ritual. And you can see here essentially that it was actually her own innate necromantic sorcery that would have been no problem if they were doing the ritual the right way. Right. But fucked it because they were trying to do this altered version. And she looks at you, the one member of her family without any innate sorcerer's ability.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she screams, seeing the scorpion tail on you, and is going to continue fighting, but is scared and hates you, but also you are part of the house and have commanded her. So she's in this weird state.
Got it.
You have her under the charmed condition.
Great.
Cool.
So then I will. Let me go ahead and use my movement to just kind of get over here.
Cool.
A little bit. And I'll have Pin follow me.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's actual dirt here. I was like, how does that move? And that'll be my turn.
Hell yeah.
And it's here that Julian uses his, I think it's a daring feature.
Try and use my Daredevil feature, Daring Strike.
Hell yeah.
Which is, I can risk my well-being to empower it.
Hell yeah.
I can make an attack roll, and if I make it, I can expend a second wind feature to add D10 to the damage. If I fail on the attack, next attack hits me has advantage.
Gotcha.
So
let's also fly in those desperate measures that may become relevant very shortly.
Oh, I got him.
You got him right here.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah.
I don't know what you'd say.
I'd say he's pretty fucking desperate. Alright, go ahead and attack with advantage.
As I yell at you and realize I put it somewhere else.
I know, me too. It's okay, we can share.
We got it, we're fine.
15?
15 does not hit.
Dang it. Don't you wish you had blood?
Even with advantage.
Even with advantage.
Damn it.
As this thing whips back, as you go to whip around, you have this reckless attack bounding through the air, and its wing just buffets back your rapier as it goes towards it, some preternatural sense helping it fight effectively someone behind and in front of it.
So that's the action on that part. As I get buffeted back, I'm going to go ahead and push off the ground with my rapier hand.
And tries to backhand it with a thing. Deals 5 points damage. With the gauntlet. This thing is not vulnerable. It's not a skeleton. It's not vulnerable to bludgeoning. Tasha notices that they have some more of those oversized, those large Dakota's ballista. I'm actually not sure they're oversized. Dakota's ballista on the towers. It starts dashing up to get up the steps. Manages to get up there and uses negotiates a bonus action to fire.
Do you say anything as you're about to load this?
Hey, I found a ballista! It's already loaded! Duck, maybe!
I think Julian is after the backhand is I think we're... Shit! Jump into a duck roll.
I think she just casts just enough light to be like, look at me, look what I'm about to do.
Do you have martial weapon proficiency?
Obviously not, right?
So there's gonna be a dexterity check, essentially.
Come on, do it.
I can do anything.
Natty 20.
I believe in myself.
I got a natural 1.
I'm gonna need, and I am very sorry. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice about it, but I am gonna need a DC 10 dexterity saving throw from Julian.
Unfortunately, that's the funniest way that could go. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. What is it?
It's 17. It's a 17.
17. Julian, you already narrated this moment. You hit the deck as this thing would have gone right through your fucking rib cage. Those things do 3d10 damage. What are you doing?
It pulls a little to the left. My bad.
If I had a nickel.
Incredible. Okay, Taisha, you are up there. Valus, it's going to be you.
Okay.
It's so cool. It's such a cool move.
Val's uses Val and me, and gets a crit on the smite, which will lead to a 2d10 plus 68 plus 2d6.
D8.
Correct.
Plus 2d6 for fire.
Yep.
Do you?
Yeah,
okay.
I might need you to.
Do you want a big handful of dice?
Yeah, you want some?
Well, I have some. I'm
Okay.
just gonna go. So with the sensor whip, that's 9 points of damage.
And you rolled 2d10 plus.
I rolled 1d10, so let me roll another one.
Yeah.
If you do this one,
That's
at a
another
time,
5.
We'll be here.
So that's was that 6 and 5?
So it's 14 total.
14
So
total.
I rolled 2 5s and then a plus 4.
With the base damage of the whip.
14 damage, just with the sensor whip itself.
Yeah. 2d6 for the flame.
So 2d6 for the flame for the embers from might.
So this will be 6.
They become 3s.
Oh, they just become
1s and 2s or 3s. So we're gonna keep those over there. Okay, so we've got.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. Okay, that kind of looks like a 7. Okay, but it's not.
It's not.
Just thought I was gonna
Could
say
be.
7. Okay, so there's 1, 8. So we got 8 plus 6, which is 14.
15, 16, 17.
Thank you. And then these would all be 3.
Yeah.
So,
18,
so that's
20,
9 extra points.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
26 divine
Plus
smite.
the original 23.
Jesus.
Sweet.
Yeah.
49 points of
49.
damage in one attack.
Ooh!
And that is...
I like when you have enmity.
Me too.
So that is taking into account this being a crit.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, we didn't just do 80 points of damage. No.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but what's unbelievable is that thing. Tersha is still unbloodied. They haven't got her down to half yet.
Oh, okay. What decision are you making? What are you taking at 4th level? What is your feat or ASI that you're taking?
Okay.
I forget. I'm not sure if
I'm gonna take a level in Bard.
For a second, I was like, what?
Okay.
Don't level up.
Undo.
I think I'm gonna do. Skill expert.
Fun.
Oh, yeah.
Be good at everything, because you're 800 years old.
Might as well.
Yeah, man. It's so much time for Potter.
That's like abilities.
To get here as well.
Does that brings up my...
Yeah. As you level up as well, Amory rushing through the dark after Taisha's little stubby halfling legs, looks up at you and sees this mighty blow and your connection to the divine, and goes.
She's like vibrating.
She looks up and says, all philosophies are some reflection or facet of the deeper truth. Yeah. And healing.
I always say.
And healing word heals you for 3 hit points.
Ooh, great! I'll take it.
Nice.
Great. What a cutie.
Okay. And Vales, we're gonna use you go ahead and level up. We're gonna move back to the top.
Great. Let's go, Julia. Great.
Mine is the top.
Well, you're not?
No.
Oh no! It gets a turn? Is that in the 2024 rule?
This monster gets a turn every round? Is that 2024?
That's crazy.
Monster goes every round in 2024. Monster goes
Bullshit.
bullshit.
Literally unplayable.
Hell yes. I am going to unfortunately need Vale, so you're in the middle of leveling.
Unfortunately, it's because Tersha is going after her. Grabs her, flies her up to the tower, getting flashbacks to what happened to Gaia. It does get a trigger type of opportunity from Julia, but that misses. And it goes in for more scorpion tail strikes. With the first one, 18 piercing and 18 necrotic. Which thankfully that second 18 is half to 9. But it's still enough to bring Valus down. Wound. Octus grabs Amory while heading tower, and Julian throws another torch because it's out of light range, and right now out of only half the people still up have dark vision. Actually, I'm not even sure if Amory has. Do halflings get it? Oh, you see a halfling? I forget. Right now, Taisha's the only confirmed night vision still up. Anyway, pin, raise a help action. Julian jumps to reach the other ballista. He manages fires, hits for 29 damage. Creature is now in the bloody state, finally. Ooh.
Symbol of Salandry on your body. You see it goes. And seems to be conflicted as to whether to bow or snarl at the symbol of Salandry on your body. As in this moment of confusion, in Tersha's gaunt skeletal torso, a massive growth of a ballista bolt boom thuds at, and she now is basically fighting with a 2.5 foot arrow jutting out of the back in front of her chest.
That's how you do
unbelievable.
It.
As it impacts, Julian kind of takes the last bit of time, like, "Hey, come here. You want vengeance? I'm waiting."
Valus is doing death saves. Now, if she takes it and it hits automatic 2.
I know you couldn't see it, but that was cool as hell. Get dark vision.
Julian, that is your turn.
It is.
Taisha, you can act, but none of the people can.
Okay, 28. Taisha holds an action, waiting for the. Valus fails a death save. They did actually have her stay conscious now, before, but now she's unconscious.
That require you. So you no longer can say this. However, during your turn while dying, you can give inspiration on your turn and initiative to another character.
Great.
Within line of sight of you. Is there another PC that you would like to give inspiration to?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Taisha.
Cool.
Taisha.
Looking down at Taisha, Valus, how do you connect to Taisha in this moment as your soul, as you begin to die, and your soul connects to hers?
I think in this moment, I'm just sort of looking up and looking around, and I think being so close to death and remembering the moment that we shared about Alagar and my sister. And there is a part of me that is kind of at peace a little bit if this does come. But I'm looking down and seeing Octus and Taisha and Julian, and I can't leave yet. I gotta try. I want to stay and help. So I just sort of look over at Taisha and just try to make contact so she can see me and see that I'm down.
She can see that I'm down.
I'm down.
Did you see?
Doctor, as you connect her in that moment,
She ducked.
Dr. Talter lifts up. It takes a lot of her to lift one arrow up. She gets it up there. She looks to you and looks down at Penn and goes, she just whispers to you, knowing that you speak a little bit of Celestial, and just goes, if this continues to go this badly, Demon Guardians? And it says, I presume they're guarding from something like this.
Nipple baby.
And then immediately Arctus is a minor internal panic attack going, I don't know how to wake him up. It's just like...
Something that would have been helpful. I remember that.
Taisha.
Taisha hits you using a ballista for 13 damage and casts Fire Familiar, which says, taking the form of a black snake, the same jet like inky black snake she used back when she was tailing the Tyranny sisters. She noting that this is the first time she's not summoned Hala through this. Tersha tries to stab at Julian, hits and drops him. Swell. Octus tries to order to stand down again and cast Witch Bolt for dealing 17 lightning damage. Edge and kind of using it as almost a tether, like of command and of physical. We get to Talter, who.
Yes, the lights around me do go out. The dancing lights wink out of existence.
You see that Talter looks as Julian goes down and goes, the demons? The demons?
Yeah, sure.
Want the demons? I don't feel great about the demons, but I understand.
You're right there.
The time. Yeah, just
Julian.
There it is.
We are going to go back to back into Julian and Valus. Valus with a death save failure. I just need to set expectations for this.
Yes.
This
God.
was always a horrifying encounter, and you guys entered into it without a short rest.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
This was no one's fault but ours.
This is what some people might say was dumb.
No.
What? Yeah. In character.
Yeah.
But I want to set the expectations for us that it is possible for Ashley to roll a natural 1 on her turn, which
I don't
would
think
be
anyone could do that on
Well-
the save.
which
Also,
is yes,
something I realized.
yes.
I didn't roll a 5 for hit points. I rolled 10.
You rolled the 10. Do you not add your con modifier to it?
So,
or
no, I did,
Oh,
but
you rolled
I
we rolled it before, right?
when we rolled it before, I rolled a 10, not a 5. So I actually, I actually
Would have had 5 hit points left.
yes.
Copy that.
But let's.
Because I'm going to rule. Normally, I would say
Yeah.
it's in the past.
That's a
We
big-
moved on in combat. However,
You guys are,
leveling up, you didn't get the advantage of. You didn't get any of your level up advantages on your turn. You initiated your smite all with powers you already had access to. So I'm going to say that you could level up here in your dying turn.
like it felt like
That
a
makes sense.
drawn out.
So in other words, it wouldn't have done enough damage to kill you outright. Nothing by rules as written. In other words, nothing by rules as written has been contradicted by you just saying, I would like to level up on my turn as I make death saving throws. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, copy that. That feels completely above board and even to me. Cool?
Okay.
Great. In that case, Julian, I need a death saving throw from you.
Let's go.
Cocked.
Just to warn you, I'm running short time, so
17?
if you have time left, I am.
With a success, Julian, you can choose to auto-stabilize right now, or Don, on your turn, you can give inspiration to another PC on the battlefield.
This is as part of the...
As part of desperate measures, yes.
I ain't gonna auto-stabilize. I'm gonna give inspiration.
God damn you.
I will tell you,
It might be a
I
little
am going to still ask, just in
if he's trying to give it these days inspiration, because it might be more tactical, because he's not back up, he can't help in the fight while this is happening, and also if he finishes off, it's just going to come back to finish him off.
or
and
to
it-
keep everything above board, because we moved forward in combat thinking that you had dropped and were dying.
Yes.
I am going to ask Ashley for a death saving throw
That's fine.
prior to her leveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I give you... I don't know if the inspiration that would be granted would help with your death saving throw at all by any means.
It would. I think inspiration can be rolled. A death saving throw is still a saving throw. You can re-roll. You can re-roll a death save.
So,
Yeah.
it's going to be a better chance than
So I
not.
think as this terrifying lead entity is like still over top of me as I'm like slipping into unconsciousness and kind of barely coming in and out, my gauntlet glove kind of clutching onto its bleeding midsection. I kind of glance across the way with a little bit of you kind of crawling on the opposite rooftop and just go like, let's finish this. Yeah. That's my turn.
Go ahead and give me a death save. So we're going to roll just a straight D20. This is your death save.
6.
6 is a failure, but not a 1. That was the one we were looking for.
Boy.
2 failures. You can choose to level up in this moment, in which case you will gain 5 hit points.
We love to see it.
Yes.
You begin your turn with 5 hit points and are no longer dying.
Great.
What does it feel like to get up in this moment?
Oh, yeah. Adrian loads Ballista. Then heads off to wake the demons. Taisha heals Valus through the snake using I don't think I forget what she used. Healing words through the snake. Tersha goes to Julian's tower and grabs detects not him but the ballista because it realizes it throws it off tower. It realizes those are the bigger threats, and then flies off to destroy the other. Valus.
Okay, so we've got 16 points of damage.
Ashley Johnson, how do you want to do this?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So as
Okay, I've done this before. I'll do it again. It's annoying to do this, but I have to stop. Pause it. Pause it here to. I gotta go now. I have nearly enough time to finish the rest. I still got half a page of notes left, including at least 3 different clips. I'll get back to you later. Bye. And welcome back. As you know, as this is for you, this is immediately after I left off. I don't really have to go through disclaimers as already in the video. We were seeing the victory over but kind of costly victory against the Takona's turned celestial. Ashley, do this.
So we've got 16 points of damage.
Ashley Johnson, how do you want to do this?
I want to talk myself off damage enough to. I guess it was the multiple bolts. It was the ballista. The ballista is what turned it.
So as I'm sort of getting after snaky time, I sort of look up, see her flying across, and I just whip out the sensor around her neck.
Oh.
And then I want to just yank so that I just want to crack her neck.
Gwen Stacy-er.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy-er, yeah.
And you see the lightning from Ox's tether around her chest, your flaming sensor around her neck. She flies, and under the power of her own wings, each of you pull at the same moment and decapitate her as her bones and wings scatter directly into the stairs beneath Taisha. Boom! As she falls to her death. You have freed her from this abominable state.
So the body lands right at the base there.
Yes.
Most of it.
Well, where specifically does the head go?
Head clatters to the ground beneath.
Octus is going to go down, head down towards her at this minute and kind of just look at this body and what his future was possibly going to be. And in this state, considering this is not a human being or a mortal anymore, is the head still conscious?
Consciousness is fading rapidly from this.
Arctus, bends down, grabs the head, looks at it, and says to it,
Find who you were on the other side.
As the body is broken, and specifically as the head is separated from the wings, dying here, Tertia looks back. The sort of ridge of bones retreating back into her skull. A few little wisps of what used to be that sort of platinum white hair. She looks up at you. Did I do a good job? And
No!
You look down, Octus, at your cousin and realize that you are both failed experiments.
Octus is going to open up his, side satchel sort of pack.
Wait a sec. Whoops, that went way longer than it should have. Yeah, look, okay, sorry. Look who you were on the other side. Yeah, so go that, 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, inside, and then he wraps the head, up, Julian succeeds at the death save, and only for Tasha to heal him the rest of the way.
It's up. And you see a snake just go. Just flung through the air.
Okay, once again.
Julian, bring my snake.
Julian sits up. And you see a snake just go. Just flung through the air.
Okay, my ballista's still loaded, yeah?
Yes, correct, it is.
I shoot the wall as he starts to go down.
Julian just is at the edge and goes, Is it dead?
Yes, Dad.
Good.
Yeah, there is something, I will say, one thing I clearly have memory about for during all this after the fight was, I was yelling at them at something for them.
Throws back his cloak.
Shouting it.
Second.
Oh my God, he's gonna go rake up the demons.
That was what I was yelling at them. That I could not have. I did not time that. It was considered, but it's yeah. You should. I was literally screaming all the time after like. Stop her from awakening the demons. Don't let her. You barely survived that fight.
Or she's gonna go wake up the demons.
So you put a notch in your belt?
Second notch.
Yeah, as you guys leave initiative, Dr. Tulcher has run up the stairs.
Tulcher! Come back!
You don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
Okay,
Okay. Well,
We have to go deal with that. Is my snake dead?
No! You guys are fine.
He threw my snake.
Oh, he threw your snake.
He threw my snake off the roof.
How many was your snake have?
Back.
I said bring. I said bring my snake. Not fling. 13.
13 hit points?
Yeah.
Your snake is badly injured, but okay.
It's fine.
I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you and put an out.
What would
He threw my snake.
Oh, he threw your snake.
He threw my snake off the roof.
How many hit was your snake have?
Back.
I said bring. I said bring my snake. Not fling. 13.
13 hit points?
Yeah.
Your snake is badly injured, but okay.
It's fine.
I'll kill you.
I've been saying that too.
I'll fucking kill you and put a notch in my belt.
I think you earn all the notches if you take me. That's how it works.
You guys reconvene back here at the bottom of the sepulchral veil.
Okay. Hustling?
Oh, that's an idea. I just have an idea for...
You're welcome. Don't throw my snake. We have to go. Someone's resurrecting demons.
What? Why are you saying it like it's my fault?
No, I'm just yelling in the direction of
What did I
Dr.
miss?
Talter.
Who's doing what? Talter went to wake up the guardian demon.
Well,
Why?
two of you died a little bit.
Okay, so when we go up...
I was fine too. We were fine.
Neither of you were fine.
You had a giant
Thanks to you.
celestial monster on top of you. Both went on the roofs too. Neither of us can fly.
I'm running.
Go up
You're
there.
running. Okay. I'll say give me...
Full Britney Spears talk.
We'll leave it. You're chasing after a very tiny little halfling who's running up a long staircase. Give me a DC 20 athletics check to catch her before she...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, we can... chasing... Yeah, tried to rescue to chase her, I told her, to make sure she doesn't,
Thank you.
Got it.
I would like to say that I specifically did not run upstairs, and it just...
Okay, they stopped Tolter from getting her there. Okay, yeah.
Standing in this room, just kind of looking at what this place is and was.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Begin trying to like decipher the text, being like, we're in an emergency, there's something bad.
Oh, it's good. It's good. We got it.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you.
Got it.
I would like to say that I specifically did not run upstairs, and I'm just standing in this room, just kind of looking at what this place is and was, and not touching anything, not doing, just examining the room while they go upstairs and just kind of just be here.
You know what, honestly? I think Julian would have stayed back as well to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gotcha. So just Valus and Taisha head up. I'll also let you guys know above table that we are very close to our time for today. You both, Taisha and Valus, arrive back up. Dr. Talder stops, looks out. Okay. Nothing, it's all fine. Is the thing dead down there?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Octus, down below, you gather your cousin's head.
Is there any part of the body that has any sort of like...
he looks for any like marks or suture things on her chest and stuff, like similar to what he has after they planted the Stone of Night Song in there. He does, and he does find a similar sealed insertion point. And he tries to remove whatever the prosthesis used, the calcinium in prosthesis was for this. He does successfully and starts his examination. Julian, of course, is watching all this and stuff, and they have a brief discussion, which sums up to they agree they should leave now. Like, go immediately start return journey back to Fort Turch. I can't remember when. It's a distant memory, but I used to have the power of speech. Anyway, they agree that they should leave, and Warren start spreading word about what the Dakonas were trying to pull off. Like, they shouldn't be trusted. This is what they were capable of. This is what they were trying. Do not trust. Julian also asked Octus, who Octus can trust with the info. What the? The ideal ones would be Murray or Thimble. Another reason they should hit up immediately is at all this and that all the commotion is, and having scoped out already a large part thing, they do not believe that Alagar and the survivors of the Barrel Guard contingent are still in these ruins. They think they probably have escaped this point. And there we go back to. Getting back to Taisha, I'm not sure if this is like after the group has fully reconvened or not, but using some checks and stuff, Taisha is now convinced that she knows that those feathers were probably from a druid in its wild shape, but she thinks like a druid would probably want to do something here, and she just gets a sense, like from observations of, that whoever druid was there stole something to try to thwart whatever the Dakonas were. After conveying this and like laying out the argument to Taisha that no, we don't think your son is here anymore, and we don't think he's dead, but we don't think he's here anymore, and that we have no way of tracking him. So the best thing to do is get out here and warn, convince her of the plan. She's had a day, and she can't help but agree that it's Algar. Her boy's not there. Before they leave, the group decides to destroy some of the more delicate components, especially those who. Actually, I don't think they. Whether it's like add-ins of Dakonas or like delicate parts of a process, or all the more ancient parts of the ritual, just destroy things, vandalize as they go to prevent anyone. one thing is that, there's no way of proving it. There's a lot of evidence. There is evidence to suggest that that feather belonged to Mara. The druid who had traveled to the underworld, and they should probably seek her out to get answers. And so she's also seems to be trying to thwart Draconis. And maybe start planning things out with her. Emery asks if they should destroy the demon statue. No. I really did. These things haven't awakened since they've gotten here, and there's nothing there. And potential, and keep in mind that if they ever have to return and stuff, they technically could still use that. They don't know what they may come back to or have to face off. So it's maybe a good idea to keep those in case they need to try to once again enact that last resort. After one quick thing where they look into the back section, they do one more quick search of the back section just to fill out and see if there's anything there.
A cage here, and you see some
29.
I think you grab letters, books, everything here. You see that there was a cage here, and you see some weird stony residue. A basilisk was being kept here, but they took it when they left, right?
To grab any papers, we can go over them later. Just
stuff them in a bag. You guys get back to the chamber. You go back to the obelisk, scoop up all those gems and everything like that.
3 gems.
And you guys have made the determination to return to Dolmakyar. Last thing I'll ask for here is an insight check from Julian with advantage.
It's 17.
Let's go.
You've been hunting the Draconis. On a 17.
You've already
Primus Draconis said tonight the houses of Royce and Divinos fall.
This is a major thing. This really
you look in there. The ghouls didn't even really pursue Aranessa. He was so certain. Why did he say the house of Royce and Venus would fall? And I think you look over at Octus and the shrieking angel thing down there. I think the blood of your family was supposed to pave the way for a weapon that would make that true.
Which meaning without
and
that, they didn't have the weapon.
Your and your companions daring in the Palazzo Divinos, the choices that were made both in the palace and in the temporal reaches just beyond it, thwarted something happening hundreds of leagues away in this place, Tanasar. You dig deep and realize
He was trying to destroy your family that night. But he wasn't trying to do it in Dolmakyar. He was doing it here. And what you did in your family home stopped them. The sand and wind call for you as you leave this place.
Yeah. Sorry. It's not important narrative. Don't need to have a scene about it. I want to have gone and taken something, identifying marking from Dame Saramai.
Yes.
Like, anything to just have with me to, like, if was necessary to prove that they died, or just to take a piece of them with me. They were also a relatively good person in regards to Octus and protected him.
I think that you can actually carry her remains back to the horse, and that's completely doable. Dame Sarah might carry with you. Dr. Talter looking shocked. The wind's calling. All of you, behold Tanasar. Mount your horses and make for the City of Shields, Dolmakyar, where these strange events began. And that's all for this episode.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
That was crazy.
Shoot.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
I'll tell you what. There's so much shit to go over in that stuff you took from the barracks. I think we got our cold opens for the skiers table, folks. Thank you for watching, and as always, is it Thursday yet?
That was so fun. That was fun.
I was shit bricks when you guys didn't take that fucking rest. It's like, this is going to be so fun.
I don't want TPK them yet.
Got out of that because you were rolling not.
Yes. One thing I will say that came to me like after watching this over the first time of this previous episode, Octus had a flashback to talking to his father, trying to convince him to go to let him go study at the Pentevral. This conversation says, if you feel like it'll make you less useless, go. But he's getting the person, even if he does this, it'll be always a disgrace for not being effortless in his magic, like a true Draconis. His arcane studies would have been actually helpful in setting up such a ritual. Just think it could be just they were trying to make do with what they had. That's what's different. But I'm more inclined to believe it was their actual excellence. They know this ritual, but they don't know enough to know that some of the things would not work. And if they actually put more study into that, so their ultimate plan, what really has destroyed the ultimate plan wasn't just not just the heroic intervention, but their own pride in it, and not unwillingness to further study this. Oh, sweet karma. Sweet, what's the specific term? It's like going, oh. Well, anyway, I truly believe that was what made the thing. That was what caused them to fail there. And now we come back. We should be getting on to the last part of the recording. my homebrew of the thing. This is my this is the Heresy Domain. I only a few times done this, but I didn't really. I had some other options I would love to, but I haven't actually filled them out yet, and some of them will just coming, so I had to go with a repeat. But the Heresy Domain Cleric now in the 5.5e, which is what I guess the new official term for the D&D ONE / 2024 rule set is. I was actually was still trying to put the things down as a D&D one before the ending, but it would not let me publish any of my homebrews with that. It did let me do what I did 5.5e. Not a matter of this thing because it still won't let me do, even though I filled it out. But as you know, so this is the one I've done for. I've already shown you the original 5e. Oh, freaking! I'm still calling it D&D ONE. Many gain the power and skill from their worship of the gods. The rewards for loyalty can be great, but for others, that price is too high. There are those who detest the divine so much their hatred gives them powers in mockery of true believers. But at what cost? As I said when I showed the 5e ones, this is basically the cleric version of a Oathbreaker Paladin. And with all the desecrations going on, like the Draconists did to try to get this to get what ended up just being a false celestial because it was not because they didn't own. I thought it was probably the most appropriate of what I had available. You start at of course level 3 as you do with all D&D ONE, which is your domain spells. You gain the list of the spell. You gain domain spells at a cleric level listed in the Heresy Domain spell table. See the Divine Domain class feature for how domain spells work. At third levels, you get your first and second spells. Third cleric level will give you first and second level spells. Form of Hail of Thorns. I'm not going to read out the entirety of these spells. You'll have to, Hellish Rebuke. Gift of Gab. For avoid. I forget why I put that one. But I guess it's Wither and Bloom. Enemies around. Get the believers to turn on each other. And life transference. You don't necessarily get all your healing spells, but you do probably as a domain spell. But as I said, these powers comes at a cost. Confusion. You are trying to disrupt the operations of the faithful. Vitriolic sphere. Dance macabre, and destruction wave. Of course, these are goes at 5th, 7th, and 9th level, respectively. Sorry about that. Forgot. And a level 1 knowledge of blasphemy. You become proficient in religion and one other intelligence skill of your choice. Also, when you cast a spell, cast a level spell on your turn, you can cast another level spell, The second level spell can't use the same action type, action/bonus action, as the first, and can't be a level greater than your proficiency. Be of a level greater than your proficiency bonus. When you cast a second spell, you must spend a number of hit dice equal to the spell's level and take the result as unreducible damage. Like I said, these I said it before I said it, these powers can come at a cost. You now, let's see, your other level 3 is Toxic Belief. I should say your final level 3 is Toxic Belief. As a magic action, you can present your whole... It's your channel divinity. I guess I didn't think this through. I guess I should say you present a damaged holy symbol or a desecrated holy symbol and expend a use of your channel divinity to generate an emanation. Originally it was just called an aura, but I keep trying to use the area effect that causes those around you to question what they know. The emanation extends a radius of 10 feet times your proficiency bonus and lasts for 1 minute. Those in the range, if they are performing a skill check or saving throw that they are proficient in, they will have their proficiency bonus subtracted from the results instead of adding. You doubt what you know. You may use your reaction to pick a number of creatures equal to half your proficiency bonus, rounded down, to be immune to the emanation. But warning, you cannot choose yourself. And you are always Zender, so this will, you get this powerful ability, but it will always hit you as well as your enemies. And if you're in a cramped space, you may not be, you will, even at higher levels, the number of people you can exclude from this is what's it called? It's like 3. So at maximum, most of that will be a 1 or 2. Meaning if you have a group larger and you're still trapped in it, if you have to use it, you will... Any group member not by this is also screwed. This one... It's... Okay, I really gotta redo this one. I have a second time limit here, which it lasts for a number of rounds equal to your wisdom modifier. Okay, gotta figure out which time thing I gotta get rid of. Okay, level 6. You got a repeated offense. You can attack twice instead of once, and whenever you take the attack action on your turn, when you take the attack, moreover, you can cast one of your cantrips or level spell in place of one of those attacks. As I recall, in current the 2024. In the 2024 rulebook, there are actually multiple classes that get this ability. I think it used to just be the provision of the blade dancer, a blade singer. as part of the attack. However, unlike others, if you cast a level spell, it is under the same level restrictions and hit die cost stated in Knowledge of Blasphemy. Finally, jumping all the way to level 7, your capstone ability, Cure from the Occult. When you damage a creature, you may use your action to curse that creature until the end of the next round. Though you are cursed as well, there's always a price, like for all these. Any creature that is cursed, including yourself. You okay? Okay, anyway. You are incapable of being healing or being healed with any HP you have gained, and with regular HP or temporary HP being taken as damage instead. And with that, I thank you for joining me. This is 3-Night Readventure. I wish you good fortune the quest of life. Okay.